in new technology.
The opposition has seized on new data showing people are working more hours to make ends meet. Almost 16,000 jobs were created nationwide over the past month for an unemployment rate of 4.1%. Shadow Employment Minister Michaelia Cash argues the result is nothing to crow about.
The number of hours worked yet again has increased. And what this clearly shows is more and more Australians, because of the Albanese government's cost of living crisis, are either having to take on an additional job or alternatively, in their current job, they're actually having to work for more hours.
The unemployment rate in SA is up slightly to 4.2. The site of the former Port Stanvac oil refinery will be finally transformed. Nearly 4,000 homes will be built in Adelaide South in a bid to ease the housing crisis. The first residents are expected by 2028, with the government teaming up with MAB for the development. Premier Peter Malinauskas says it won't just be homes that will be part of the rejuvenated site.
The site will be decontaminated, 400,000 square metres of coastal park returned to the people of South Australia, and then on the other side of those cliffs 3,600 homes will be built along with some industrial land as well. So this is 20 years in the making, but this land is coming back to the people of South Australia.
A legal setback for Warren Tredrea. The full court of the federal court ruling he should be refused leave to appeal his unfair dismissal case. The Port Great told hindsight is no basis for an appeal. Tredrea sued Channel 9, claiming he was unfairly terminated from his contract in 2022 because he refused to get the COVID vaccine and lost in March this year. A lucky escape for two family members and their dog following a house fire this morning at Walkerville. It broke out around 10:30 in the roof of the home on Willesden Street. The cause of the blaze and damage bill is yet to be determined. Well, the federal opposition is demanding Snapchat be included in the government's planned social media age restrictions. Labor wants to block children under 16 from accessing platforms like Instagram and TikTok. But it says Snapchat may be exempt if it's treated as a messaging app. Shadow Communications Minister David Coleman says that's the wrong decision.
There are so many families out there who have been the victims of Snapchat, who have had kids that have gone through the most... I was completely gobsmacked by that. I mean, Snapchat is one of the very worst apps.
Now turning to 5AA's sport, a forgettable first innings for SA in their Shield clash against New South Wales at Karen Rolton Oval. After winning the toss and electing to bat, we were all out for just 110. In reply, the visitors are none for 15. Well, the AFL has released the fixture for next season. Jordan Tunbridge breaks it down.
Hawthorn has been rewarded for its exciting brand of football in 2024 with 4 Friday night matches next year, more than any other team. Essendon also features prominently in prime time, while Collingwood and Carlton will play 3 times each on both Thursday and Friday. There will be 2 grand final rematches between Brisbane and Sydney, the first in round 1 at the SCG on Saturday, March 15. Dreamtime at the G between Richmond and Essendon moves from a Saturday to Friday, while Marvel Stadium will host a doubleheader for the first time.
The Supercars will hold a 15-minute practice session at the 500 later this hour. They'll be on the track from 3:45 to 4. And the Socceroos play Saudi Arabia tonight in Melbourne in a World Cup qualifier. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Good afternoon. Due to the Adelaide 500, road closures are in place. That includes Wakefield Road at East Terrace and past of Hutt Street, and the Ketterfield Terrace, Bartels Road and East Terrace, and you'll find it all busy through the area. Roadworks also affecting Grand Junction Road near Dunstan Road in Wingfield and North East Road near Walter Street, Tea Tree Gully. With Ford's 15 days of demo deals, get a $1,000 gift card with eligible demos from November 16 until November 30 while vehicle stocks last at participating dealers. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast, partly cloudy this afternoon, sunny tomorrow, 29. Saturday, a shower or two developing, 36. Sunday, a possible shower, back to 21. Right now, it's 20 degrees. Now let's check what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Kate Collins. Tonight, an urgent warning to Adelaide pet owners over a deadly virus outbreak. A radical road safety idea: should motorists over 50 be forced to take driving lessons? Confusing food labels: what are you really eating? Plus, the new AFL season fixture: who's happy and who's not? And a fiery first day of the Adelaide 500. 9 News, your news, nightly at 6 on 9 and 9 Now.
If your business needs finance fast, speak to Universal Finance right now. Universal Finance make business loans easy. Unsecured business loans and business overdrafts. Universal Finance can help your business now with same-day settlements in most cases. See Universal Finance in Kent Town or search Universal Finance. This is general advice only, and you should consider the terms and conditions before determining whether this advice is suitable for your situation.
If you need to fix your pipes, call Precise. Call Precise. If your toilet's blocking up, call Precise. Call Precise. If your lights aren't turning on, or your hot water is gone, or a plumber or an electrician, call Precise. Precise.
Precise Plumbing and Electrical. Call 1300 700 200. That's 1300 700 200. Precise Plumbing and Electrical. Local and experienced trade specialists.
Or a plumber or an electrician, call Precise. Call Precise.
The news and issues that matter to South Australia.
Always Adelaide.
This is 5AA.
Everyday items locked in at low prices for longer. There's more ways than ever to save at Foodland.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
And a very big good afternoon to you. It's 7 minutes past 3 here on 5AA, and we are live this afternoon from the FIVEAA Adelaide 500 Day 1. The gates opened at 8:30 this morning, and it's busy down here. Lots of families attending. It was Schools Day as well. I think most of the schools have headed home now, but there were so many of them down here earlier on for the morning session at least. And it's great to see so many people out and about and enjoying the weather. I will say, if you are planning on coming down over the weekend, I think I underestimate every year just how hot it is near the track. You're obviously near the bitumen, near a lot of concrete, near the heat's radiating off the ground. So even though today we only got to a top of, I think, 22 degrees, it was really, really warm in the sun. But you heard from Mark Warren earlier, the CEO of the South Australian Motorsport Board, that there's a lot of extra shade, and we're sitting here under the Pub in the Park tent. You can see us on the Foodland Supermarkets Facebook and YouTube live stream, so jump on and say hi. It's been a great day so far, and I thought we should get an update on what's happening down at the track. And Sam Daddo, Brekkie producer's been up for a while. He's down here with me today. Hello, Sam.
Afternoon, Stacey. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
There's a lot of action.
There is a bit going on at the moment. When we arrived around about midday, you would have seen the Stadium Super Trucks are back. That's the kids love the Stadium Super Trucks, so they put these ramps on the tracks. They jump 10 feet in the sky or whatever. Down the main straight, one rolled over about 3 or 4 times. So that practice session,
scary.
That practice session got cancelled halfway through. Right now on track though, it's the Dunlop series. So if you put it into footy terms, it's like the B grade, the second tier out on track right now. The main game, the A's are a little bit later. The supercars will be on track from 3:45 to 4:15 for a practice session. But as I said, the Dunlop series is on track right now. And a little bit of info on the Dunlop series because it's quite interesting. Zach Bates is the championship leader. Aaron Cameron's in second. He's in 39 points behind Zach Bates. But practice session 1 taking place right now. Aaron Cameron is currently top of the charts with a 1:20.42. Right?
Oh, don't forget the .42.
A minute, definitely don't. And then in second place, Zach Bates is on a 1:20.5. So it's about a tenth of a second between them in the standings right now. You spoke to Nick Percat. We're going to hear from him shortly. He talks about how the track rubbers up after they've had some running. Just to put that into some numbers. So they're out there now doing about a minute 20 around the track. The lap record's around about a minute 18.7. So about 2 and a bit seconds off what they can do. But cooler temperatures tomorrow with some rubber into the track, they will get quicker and quicker and quicker. And when they go quicker and they keep pushing, that's when you see mistakes. And when you see mistakes, the walls are there and very unforgiving. So it's going to be a great weekend, warm on Saturday.
Yeah.
But it's kicked off to a good start here, and we're sitting here in this makeshift pub. We've got all these old cars around us. If you jump on the Foodland Supermarkets Facebook and YouTube live stream, you'll see a few of the cars. Got a 2007 Scaife car, an old Nissan Altima, Rick Kelly's 2007 championship winning VE Commodores here, an old Mark Larkham AU Commodore, AU Falcon I should say. So they're really bringing the vibe of the 25 years, the history of the event.
It's very cool to see the way the cars have changed over the years. And I'm looking forward to talking to Greg Murphy soon. So he came second in the inaugural Adelaide 500 25 years ago. And I want to know from his perspective, how has the race changed over that time? Of course, you know, now we're at the end of the year, the final race of the season. It used to be at the start of the year. So I want to know from him, would he have liked to race it at the end of the year as opposed to the start? Does it make a big difference to the drivers?
As a fan, as a selfish fan, at the end of the season is what you want. And coming up next year with this final series that's going to be in place, which means no matter what, the racing in Adelaide, there will be a championship decider. So, for instance, at the moment, Will Brown, he's in the Red Bull Camaro. He leads the championship by 180 points over his teammate Brock Feeney. There are 300 points on offer for the entire weekend, so 150 for each of the races. So for Will Brown not to win the championship this weekend, something's really got to go majorly wrong for him. However, if this was next year, there'd be about 3 or 4 cars in the running, because they do a knockout system each round and each race in the final series. So
God, they don't make it easy to follow, do they?
It will be easier, and it will be fun to watch, I can guarantee.
That we can guarantee. It's always fun to watch. Thanks for the update, Sam.
No worries, Stacey.
Very much appreciate it, and your help down here today. It's we've been running around the track all day. We were in the paddock earlier, and we we organised to meet up with Nick Percat, South Australian driver. He was in the Bathurst a few weeks ago, and now he's really looking forward to the 500 and getting on the track in a couple days' time. And I spoke to him a short time ago.
How are you feeling?
Excited. Back in Adelaide, obviously, home track for me. Won here before and had some really good results, so it's always exciting. Always I would say the best event of the year. The whole city gets into it, and it's just a really good atmosphere. And you know, on track very serious, and then off track there's so much happening for the kids, families, and the adults who want to have a bit of a party.
Saturday's going to be about 35, 36, I think, is the forecast. Your eyes widened as I said that. What do you do to prepare for that? Can you do anything to prepare for it?
You start trying to hydrate probably a week out. Because you can't just magically hydrate yourself overnight. You'll be in the bathroom all day. I start upping my intake of some magnesiums and stuff probably a week or so out, and then we have ice baths to recover. We have a little bit of cooling stuff in the car, which takes the edge off, because it'd be physically impossible this day and age if we didn't have that. You know, the car, if it's 35 outside, it's plus 20 in the car, so we're 55 inside the car for 2 hours, so it's a long old slog. So I have my trainer come away with me full-time heat, and he makes sure my fluids are up to where it needs to be. I'm taking in the right stuff, eating the right stuff, and then during the race he monitors the data with my engineer to make sure I'm not getting too hot and bothered in there.
I'm guessing your AC doesn't work quite like, the AC in my little Yaris, or...
No, there's no air conditioning. We've just got the cool suit, which is it does enough. Like I said, it takes the edge off. It runs at, 15, 16 degrees and just brings your core temperature down that slight bit, but it's, at the end of the day, I'll lose 3.5 kilos on Saturday. And then, the physical effort of driving the car, you got close to 100 kilos of leg pressure every time you push the brake pedal. The steering's heavy, there's G-forces, there's other cars, there's fumes, there's a bit going on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it sounds silly, but watching along, it's just... We just see you guys driving cars and driving them really well, but there's clearly so much training and physical training that goes into it too.
Yeah, 100%. The reason half the time I run my visor down is so when they got the onboard camera, you can't see me suffering in there. So, my training, we all train at different levels, and I really enjoy it. So I'll be, on a good week, it'll be 2 sessions a day with my trainer. Recently we went up to Queensland to do a bit of a triathlon thing there, and it's all about trying to do a training session which goes for about 2 hours, and you can just sit your heart rate at close to max the whole time, which is how we operate the supercars. So it's from the outside looking in, it all looks glamorous and pretty easy because you can't see our facial expression or see our heart rates, but a few times this year I've had my heart rate monitor on and you're seeing 190, 195 heart rate during the race, so it's you are working hard.
Yeah, that's huge. How would you describe the year you've had so far? You've had a couple good wins, bit unlucky in Bathurst. How are you feeling about all that?
Yeah, it's been to be honest, it's been a really good year. Anytime you can win races in this championship is very, very hard. You know, the list of winners this year is, I think, only a handful of us. And to get 2 wins at 2 very different circuits. First year of the Matt Stone Racing team it's awesome. Obviously, Bathurst didn't go to plan. Lost a lot of points where we probably should have been, but it's motorsport. It happens. We could have hopefully we have a good weekend this weekend, and we can finish off in the top 10 of the championship. It'll be a good kind of bit of a recovery year for me, and then we'll get ready for next year and know what we're capable of and look to improve on that.
Awesome. And speaking of Bathurst, Todd Hazelwood, South Australian, won the race this year. Only the second South Australian to do so after yourself, of course. I know it must have been disappointing for you not to win it. Was there a little bit in you that was proud of him? Yeah, 100%. It's a pretty small group of us that have made it into supercars from South Australia, so obviously it's good when one of us gets it, and it was really cool. Obviously I know how hard Todd and his whole family have worked behind the scenes for a lot of years, and lost his full-time drive, but made sure he's in a good spot to get a good result at the Enduros with Brodie and the current champion. So he was always in for a good shot at standing on the podium, which is hard in itself, but the weekend they had between himself and Brodie, they dominated, and it was cool. Second South Australian to win it. I said finally I can actually call it a club, because it's only been me for all these years, so we have our little SA Winners Club now, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, nice. When's the first catch up?
Probably Sunday night at all hours of the morning.
Hindley Street?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just, you don't want to know, I'm like the 3 blind mice. I'm just everywhere.
Well, all the best with it. Thank you so much for chatting, and we'll be cheering you on.
No worries, thank you.
Get ready, Adelaide. FIVEAA and Phil Hoffman Travel are giving you the chance to win the ultimate holiday to Singapore. You'll set sail on a luxury cruise escape with Silver Sea Cruises aboard the stunning Silver Nova. For your chance to join the standby list, keep it on FIVEAA, and when you hear the boarding call, be the first to call in, and you could be on your way to Singapore. Silver Sea Luxury Cruising and Phil Hoffman Travel, creating moments you'll never forget. Visit pht.com.au.
Welcome aboard the Kia EV5. Today's electric drive range is approximately 555 kilometres. Speed and navigation are displayed on the driver's windscreen. Refreshments are available from the chilled storage tray in the back seat. For now, sit back and enjoy the Kia EV5. Find out more at kia.com.au.
Kia. Movement that inspires. Feeling stuck? Henry Bloom's Herbalax to the rescue. It relieves constipation and promotes bowel regularity. Feel light, free and ready to go with Henry Bloom's Herbalax 200 grams dried herb or capsules. Always follow the directions for use.
You've heard the phrase hands-on, right? That's what Exceed Solar is. A hands-on solar company. The owners are fully qualified electricians, and they've been installing solar panels, inverters and batteries all over SA for years. They know it all because they've seen it all firsthand, which makes them more qualified than most to know what's really going to work for you. Exceed Solar, built on knowledge, not a hard sell. Visit exceedsolar.com.au.
Ever ordered a hot chook and they just hand it to you? No bag? Course not, that'd be weird. It's the same at All Equipment Hire, without the chook. Whatever you hire from us, everything you need is included in the price. No add-ons. We've got it all too, from earth moving to full demolition equipment, concrete saws, jackhammers, elevated work platforms to trailer hire, scaffolding and a lot more. All Equipment Hire, open 7 days. allequipmenthire.com.au.
Here at FIVEAA, we're all about supporting local. Here's who you can support around Adelaide.
Everyone's talking about Santa's Wonderland. Opens November 29th and on until December 24th. Adelaide Showground. santaswonderland.com.au. Join the Christmas show fun at Observatory 23 on December 13 and 14. Proudly supporting the Hutt Street Centre. Visit observatory23.com.au. FIVEAA. Supporting local business.
Harris Scarf sale is on now. Friends enjoy exclusive offers like 40 to 60% off full-priced quilts, pillows, sheets and more, plus 40 to 60% off full-price towels. Hurry, sale ends soon. Conditions apply. Harris Scarf, great brands, great prices.
The deadline to win the $75,000 holiday of a lifetime is midnight Sunday in the St John Christmas Home Lottery. London, Queen Mary 2, New York. Plus, your ticket will stay in all remaining draws from our $10.9 million prize pool, including our grand prize draw, with 4 breathtaking $5 million grand prize home packages to choose from. Licence number M14618. Get your ticket before midnight Sunday. Support your St John Ambos. Visit stjohnlottery.com.au.
Everyday items locked in at low prices for longer. There's more ways than ever to save at Foodland.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
At 21 minutes past 3 here on 5AA, live from the Velo Adelaide 500, under the tent here at the Pub in the Park section. And joining me now is Stuart Rudd. Stu Rudd. Ruddy.
Yeah, Ruddy.
There
we go. Yeah. Excellent.
Feels very formal to introduce you as Stuart Rudd.
I agree.
I thought I'd better do the right thing and use the full name in the first instance.
No, very good.
We'll stick with Ruddy from now
Absolutely.
on. The bass player with the Super Jesus playing on the main stage Sunday afternoon. What, you get on just before 6 o'clock?
That's right. Yep. 6 till just before 7 we finish, yeah.
What's it going to be like to play here at the 500 on the main stage to a home audience, all nice and lubricated up from a big weekend of car racing?
Absolutely. I mean, it's such an electric sort of vibe down here, and you know, with the weather the way it is, and everyone's in great spirits. It's just a really good time in Adelaide at the minute, and to play is just the, you know, cherry on top. It's such a great vibe. We've been lucky enough to do it a couple of times now, so we're really looking forward to it, especially with you know, Cold Chisel and the Cruel Sea and Tonics.
Yes. Yeah. And so you're touring with Cold Chisel at the moment.
Correct, we are.
Oh, that I don't even know what to say. That's just really cool.
Well, I was joking earlier. I said we're getting fed. We're happy.
What's on your rider? Do you have a rider?
We do actually. It's pretty,
can I ask you that?
Yeah, absolutely, you can. It's kind of relaxed these days. We're sort of, you know, sparkling waters, maybe a couple of bottles of wine, a few beers, and non-alcoholic drinks and stuff like that.
I did not expect wine. Oh,
no,
I mean, you're a good South Aussie.
That's right. Yeah, we're all sort of from here originally, so that's got to be part of our rider. Yeah, so it's not as. And a chicken and some vegetables. And that's it. Honestly, that's it.
A nice sensible meal before you get on stage.
Yeah.
Get the protein in, get the
Totally
veggies in.
Right,
I love that.
Once upon a time, we used to blend it all with vodka and drink it.
No, really?
Absolutely.
Oh, yuck. Makes me feel a bit sick.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that you're all from Adelaide, South Australia originally, but now a lot of band members are a bit all over the country.
Yeah. We in the past, I mean, we've been going for a little while now, Stacey. So over the years, we've had members in every state, and currently we've got McLeod up in Queensland.
Sarah McLeod,
lead
vocalist.
Yes, lead vocalist extraordinaire.
Yes,
and
she is.
us boys are all down here in Adelaide, so it makes for a pretty easy and comfortable transition.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Well, how does it make for recording music though?
Oh. Well, with the way things are today, it's not so bad. So with you know, the computer and everything else, we can I'll track things at home or in a studio and send it up to Sarah on via email, and she can put lyrics on up there and sing and send it back, and then we send it off to New South Wales all through files and get it mixed. And it's not like the you know, back when we started, it was, you know, all in the same studio etc., etc. But now it just makes the logistics of it a lot easier.
Yeah.
it's really
Okay.
good.
Yeah. Of course. Well, technology. I mean, people were still recording during COVID, and you know, it's had to adapt. It's had to upgrade and roll with the punches.
Yeah.
Now, you and Sarah are two of the mainstays of the band. There's been a few. You've had lots of people come and go. There's been a few iterations of the Super Jesus over the years.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a bit of a Dorothy Dixer, but how do you rate this newest iteration? How do you guys vibe together?
Well, I mean, we've been through a few lineups here, but no, we're really happy. The band feels good. It just feels settled. We're having a great time, and I think that's the main thing. Like, you know, it doesn't take too much to upset things when you've been doing it for 3 decades, whatever. So the current band is just magnificent. It's playing really well. We've been doing the Cold Chisel run. It's fantastic. We're really enjoying it.
Yeah, good. And you're playing your old music, but you've got new music coming out.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll always play some of the old stuff. And we've been recording this year, and we've got an album coming out next year in February, and we'll be playing songs from that, so we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so the album's February.
Yes.
Okay, because you've got a couple of new songs out this year. We won't let go until it's over, and Something Good.
Yeah, Something Good's the latest one.
Yep.
Yeah. It's going really well.
And that's the name of the song. It is Something Good.
It is Something Good.
It's also the name of it. When you said to me earlier, we've got Something Good, and I went, I bet you do. I mean, you said, no, that's the name of it. Like, oh, yeah, of course. And is that part of the fun? How do you do that balance when you've got fans coming to see you who have been fans since the beginning for 30 years or so? How do you get that balance right in playing your new music but also playing the classics that you know they want to hear?
Yeah, we tend to sort of all write a set list together, and we always make sure we pay homage to the songs that we started out with, and plus we like them, you know. It's just about what maybe works with what songs and stuff like that. So we try and put a bit of the old and a bit of the new in, and just make a good night of it, really.
Yeah, great.
A bit of everything.
Yeah,
so that's
fun.
the main thing. Yeah.
Now tell me about being a bass player.
Yeah.
Is that I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but it's pretty rare to have a bass player that's always wanted to be a bass player. Are you one of those players that always grew up wanting to play bass?
Yeah, look, I started playing guitar.
Did you?
I started playing lead guitar, and I got kicked out of this band when I was young because I couldn't learn a solo, and they went, "Oh, you're no good." So, thanks for that, boys.
Blessing in disguise.
Yeah, absolutely. And I picked up bass, and I've been wanting to be a bass player forever. So, it's great, and I love it. And it's just, I'm just into it. It's great.
Yeah, you can tell.
I was talking to Phil Small the other night, the bass player from Cold Chisel.
Yeah.
And he was telling me how some of the paint's cracked off of his bass, and, you know, he wanted to get it looking a bit better. And I'm going, oh, yeah, Phil. And I said, let's just stop for a minute there, Phil. I said, the fact that bass has lasted 50 years...
Is it the same bass?
Same bass. It's lasted 50 years in your band. I said, mate, you want to hang that on the wall. That's insane. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
have you played with the same bass?
No. I'm silly with bass. I buy so many.
Yeah.
Oh, Adelaide today. I might wear something different. Yeah, a new bass. But
it's like my new pair of shoes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, fun. So what do you do between now and Sunday to prepare, or do you just come and watch the race?
I'll probably get in here a bit earlier, and I think we might just sort of wander around and soak it all up. It's such a great atmosphere, and it's pretty good. Otherwise, I'll take it easy and just sort of make sure all my gear's going, and because we, either gets freighted from interstate or whatever, and we make sure it's all good. So I'll just chill out and soak it all in, and the weather's great.
Oh my God, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
Saturday will be hot.
Yeah.
You guys will be lucky on Sunday. You're not going to be playing in the 35-degree heat.
Yeah, that's yeah, totally. I was just looking at which way the stage is facing. I think we'll be right.
Yeah, you should be all right. You should be all right Sunday
totally.
night, especially if you have your chicken and veggies beforehand.
Hey, you know.
Oh, we got a little bit of music to play us out to the break, but Stu, really appreciate you coming down and having a chat. That's fun.
Thanks, Stacey. Appreciate it.
Stu Ruddy, bass player with the Super Jesus, and as I say, they'll be playing on the main stage Sunday afternoon from 5:55, and touring with Cold Chisel at the moment. And they've got some new music out now and looking forward to that new album coming out next year. We'll take a quick break after this.
G'day, Rowie here. This FIVEAA Play app is so easy. Here's what you do. Open the App Store or wherever you have apps on your phone. Search FIVEAA Player, okay. Hit download or install, and now you can listen to FIVEAA while you're fishing for a King George whiting, you're out on the golf, you're mowing the lawn, watching the kids. It's as easy as that.
The FIVEAA Player.
This is FIVEAA News, always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, Mel Usher with the latest news headlines. 2 family members and their pet have escaped a house fire in Walkerville. The site of the former Port Stanvac oil refinery will be transformed into a new housing development. Dog owners in Andrews Farm, Elizabeth Grove, Elizabeth South and Seaton are being made aware of an outbreak of the highly contagious parvovirus. And in sport, the Supercars will hold a practice session at the 500 in the next half an hour. The FIVEAA forecast, partly cloudy this afternoon, sunny tomorrow, 29. Right now, it's 19. We'll have more news at 4 and as it happens on FIVEAA.
With a Westpac home loan package, not only is all your banking in one place, but you'll also save over $5,000 on interest charges in the first year alone that you can spend on whatever you like. I could finally get a parrot. Or maybe not. Search Westpac home loan packages today. Credit criteria, T's and C's, fees, charges and $395 annual package fee apply. Based on a $400k Rocket Repay variable rate home loan standard package discount. Visit westpac.com.au/packages.
It's 2024 NAB AFLW Finals time. This weekend, the action hits Norwood Oval as Adelaide takes on Fremantle in a huge clash. Finals footy is here. You won't want to miss it. For just $15 a ticket and under 18s free, it's your chance to experience AFLW Finals footy live and up close. So what are you waiting for? Visit women's.afl to get your tickets now. Finals. See you at the W.
See you at the W, yeah.
Phantom Screens are the only manufacturer that make outdoor blinds up to 12 metres long. More than enough for an outdoor entertainment kitchen, a petting zoo, most of a bowling alley, and a historically accurate Viking longboat. Since 1995, Phantom Screens have been improving homes with top quality, powder-coated, aluminium-framed retractable screens. Whatever space you have, there's a Phantom Screen for you at phantomscreens.com.au.
Have you recently helped an elderly parent through a hospital stay? One of the hardest parts is knowing what to do when they get home. The Physio Co is a mobile physiotherapy company dedicated to helping Aussie seniors regain their movement and independence post-hospital stay, all within the comfort of their own home. For a free 5-step guide to help your elderly parent regain movement, visit thephysioco.com.au/guide and learn how to get mum or dad back on their feet.
This is RB Dave for Supercraft Bedding with Tales from the Bedroom. Audrey has great taste, and when it comes to choosing the bed frame or bed head, like a lot of women, she makes the final choice. So can you. Our hardwood and upholstered king and queen size bed frames are totally customisable. Choose the fabric, the stain and the style. And they're not shipped in. They're made here, so you can start enjoying it sooner. Supercraft Bedding, building better beds. 42 Richmond Road, Keswick.
Exciting news! There's a new kid on the block at Wayville. Literally. Wayville Hyundai.
Where do you want the new Santa Fe?
Excuse me. Next to the Kona Hybrid, please. It's all go at Adelaide's newest family-owned Hyundai dealer. Just minutes from the city and opposite the showgrounds. Wayville Hyundai promises a whole new experience when it comes to buying your dream Hyundai, including all your servicing with free drop-offs, next-day delivery and loan cars. Change the way you Hyundai at Wayville Hyundai, driven by Australian Motors.
Always informative. FIVEAA, always Adelaide.
Everyday items locked in at low prices for longer. There's more ways than ever to save at Foodland.
FIVEAA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
At 26 minutes to 4 here on 5AA, live from the Velo Adelaide 500, and it is such a vibe down here today. It is buzzing here at the track. There's not any proper racing going on, but the supercars are about to get on for their practice run in about 15 minutes time, so that'll be fun. And it's been a huge day of celebrations and getting into the swing of things for the weekend, because it's the 25-year anniversary since the event starting in 1999. And joining me now is one of the original legends, Greg Murphy.
Original.
Came second in the inaugural 500 in 99. Won Bathurst how many times?
Oh, a couple
times.
Not
yeah.
enough. Not enough.
And now they're calling you a fan ambassador, Murph.
Yeah, that's a pretty good label, isn't it?
Yeah, you happy with that?
I don't know. Not quite sure. I think it does it fits in a certain way. I'm not sure if it's what I would have called myself, but it's a gig that I feel actually quite fortunate to be doing. It doesn't really involve too much stress, and I get to come and hang out here at this amazing venue, which it has been ever since its inception, and enjoy it in a totally different way. No stress. In the corporate box, speaking with like-minded people, talking about cars, having a chat to you, Stacey. It's bloody. How does it get any better?
I know, right?
Yeah. I just need to go now. I need to go for a ride in a helicopter.
We're watching the choppers take off for their little joy flights around the track. Surely someone can sort you out. I mean,
well, I can actually fly, so I only want to have a go
if
I can sit behind the sticks and actually do it myself. That could be an issue, but
hold on. Okay, so you drive supercars and fly helicopters.
Yeah, it's my favourite thing. I like that more than driving cars.
Trains, planes?
Those are easy.
Wow.
Yeah.
When did you get your chopper licence?
Nearly 20 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. Rick Kelly and I went and got our helicopter licences together. We actually weren't teammates anymore, but we were good mates, and I always wanted to do it, and I sort of needed a co-pilot and a backseat driver, and he was like, yeah, I want to have a go too. So we went and got our licences together.
Wow.
I know.
I'm shook.
I've actually never said that on air.
Oh, well, there you go.
Out live. People know it, but they probably don't know the story. But there you go.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So which do you prefer?
Because I don't fly as much, I prefer flying. I drive cars a lot more, so flying choppers is awesome.
Very cool. Very well. We'll have to get you in one.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd be so keen to just hand over their $1 million helicopter.
I was about to say I'll be a passenger. But
it'll be fine. Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me. I can do it.
Now tell me how today's been. I popped my head into the Legends lunch that you were a part of earlier today. Of course, 25 years since this event began. How's it been today? Is it a bit of nostalgia? Is it really?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the whole thing is even the build-up, arriving yesterday, landing at the airport and heading into Adelaide. The vibe, you just feel it straight away. You get off the plane, the whole state is invested in it, and I've said a lot in the last few weeks, but this event, 1999, the Adelaide 500. Well, who was the spot? Was it? It wasn't Clipsal. No, it was just sensational. Yeah. So that was such an incredible moment for our sport, because it was like, oh my God, this is enormous. I mean, really, all these people, this kind of setting, this professionalism, this level of event for us, and it became what every other event wanted to aspire to be, was what was done here in South Australia at the Adelaide 500, and of course we got off to a shaky sort of start, because it was supposed to be one race split by a night, and we were supposed to park the cars at the end of the first 78 laps or first 250 k's, and then sort of put them in parc fermé, don't touch them, and come back the next day and finish the race kind of thing.
Just in situ?
Yeah,
just pass them there, take the key out, leave it here.
And in order of your finishing of the first day. Anyway, there was so much damage, so much carnage, so many safety cars. They're like, oh man, these cars need rebuilding overnight. We can't really do that. So anyway, it's turned into what we've got today, and what we've had for successfully for all those years, which is an event that's 250k races, one Saturday, one Sunday, and it's still one of the most demanding, most sought after trophies that we have in our calendar, if not the most, other than Baby Bathurst.
Yeah. And I mean, there have been a lot of changes over the years since that very first one. What springs to mind for you?
There has been changes, more so not sort of the obviously the structure of the event or the the format. The format has been pretty solid all the way through, but it's just been really the changes have been brought on by those running the event, the people, the Brian Gleesons of the world, and who have just been such an intrinsic part. The state government who's supported it, and the motorsport board who have been so supportive and continued to strive to make the event better every single year. I mean, this year we've got sprint cars. There's a speedway track.
Yeah.
Where the concert usually is. That's a first.
Yeah.
And that's hugely exciting because there's so many speedway fans that are also supercars fans, and that just keeps bringing in the crowds. I mean, the music side of things, bringing in bands, bringing in huge acts, massive acts into being part of the event. It's not just about motor racing, and I think that's again something that was. That they identified very early. It's like, okay, we've got this massive event, there are heaps of motorsport fans, but let's try and bring more people in that might not have come because they're not motorsport fans, but bring them in for other reasons, and the music has obviously been just a massive part of that. So it's something that when you tell people where do we go, what event should I go to? Well, this one is on the top of the list. Yes. Yeah. Bathurst is purist, right? Bathurst has got history for motorsport reasons, and it's created icons and legends and all that kind of stuff. But you want to come and be a part of the life here in the city, Adelaide city life, and the obviously restaurants and the bars and everything, and then come to the parklands for motor racing, concerts and everything else, and just enjoy yourself. I mean, this is just the place.
Well, and it's turned into a bit of a festival. There's so much to see and do. There's bands on the main stage all weekend. I mean, we've got a museum of cars sitting here in front of us in the pub in the park. This new tent even this year is awesome, with a bar and seating, and there's wine barrels that people are sitting at listening to live music. Yeah, I know, just out of the heat, because it gets really warm out there.
This is going to be popular on Saturday.
It will be.
This is going to be popular on Saturday. Yeah.
And I'm looking at these cars, the evolution over the years from the first race in '99 up to today, and one of those is yours?
Yeah, one of those has got my name on it. Yeah, that's from 1999. So I think that might be Richo's car. It might be our Bathurst winner from '99. I'm not 100% sure. It's definitely one of the cars that either Steve Richards or I raced through '99, but I don't know exactly if it's got the right livery or the right name or anything on it. But it's a Richie Didge car.
Yeah.
So no, that's awesome, and I love seeing all the history of it as well, and seeing historic supercars, and they've all got stories to tell, right? They've all got something behind them with wins or championships or whatever throughout. So, and the fans love seeing this stuff too.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. It's very, very cool to see it. And we've had drivers coming down for signings throughout the day. So it's really, we were walking through the paddock earlier behind the pits, and you just run into drivers. It's not like an AFL game where everyone's
honestly,
protected.
we're not that special. We're not that special.
But it's cool to have that experience. And I was there when all the school kids were there, and they were like so into it. They were holding posters. They were getting signatures.
They're just happy not to be at school.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah. But no, some of them were really excited to be here and
there's a lot of
meeting the drivers.
And that's important. The young fans are our fans of the future. They're the ones that are going to hopefully continue the love affair and continue to come to events like this, and the next generation of drivers become the fans of those next generations of drivers. That's what it's all about. But how could you not love supercars when you've got this environment to come and enjoy?
And look, I'm not a big car fan. I wouldn't sit at home and watch supercars or watch a car race. But when I'm here, I love it. The vibe, the atmosphere.
That's what it's about, right? It is about that. It's about being amongst people, enjoying themselves. It makes you feel good, right? Makes you feel good. Have a couple of beers or whatever and bits and pieces and watching cars. You don't have to sit there all day watching everything that happens, but you are in a festival environment, as you said. There's lots to go and look at and be a part of and wander in and out or whatever. But when you're in an environment, there's lots of happy people. You feel happy yourself.
You do. And I wanted to ask you about one of the big changes over the years, moving the event from the start of the year to the end of the year, being the final race of the year. What do you think that change has meant for the sport and for the event in particular?
Yeah, it's a catch-22, isn't it? Because it's been such a iconic way to start our season. such a, to start a season with such a massive event is a great way to start the momentum rolling, right? And so that's been a huge benefit and a huge plus to our championship for a number of years, or a very, very long time. And then to get the switch around, and there's a story behind that, obviously, with how the event was gone and then it was back and all this kind of stuff.
Yep.
There's excitement around always crowning a champion. Having the last round, especially this weekend, we don't know. We don't have a champion crowned yet, so we've got two blokes that are in the fight for that. And also second in the championship isn't confirmed either, because Brock Feeney at the moment, who's second, if he doesn't have a great weekend, then he's not going to win the championship. But Chaz Mostert's always is sitting there ready to pounce as well to maybe move up to that second place spot. So that kind of thing is exciting, and to be at the end at this amazing event, being there when we find out who wins, is also such a great thing to have, right?
Yeah.
So it's a catch-22. Next year we've got big changes in our format. Towards the end of the season, it's a playoff format, and so we will have more people in the running right down to the last race of the year. More people with a chance to win this championship, which excites me. I'm genuinely supportive of it. Others are not so supportive, maybe, because they're more purist around how you're supposed to win. But I think our sport, supercars needs a change up. Yep. I think we need to reinvent it a little bit, just to create that kind of excitement. So even though I've been around as long as I have, and the championship has never been any different, I'm hugely supportive of a change to try something new.
Yeah, okay. Well, we all need to evolve and adapt.
And that will happen right here. Yeah, exactly. And that will happen right here at Adelaide 500.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'll let you get back to it. I know it's been a huge day.
I don't know what I'm going to get back to. I really don't.
More celebrating, I don't know.
Maybe
Up
I'm
in
going
your
to go to
fancy
the bar.
corporate area.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe I'll go back there. Who knows? Might have a sleep somewhere.
Whatever the perks are of being a fan ambassador.
Yeah, well, there's lots of them. Let's just say it's a job that everyone should try and aspire to be.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we can all aspire to 25 years of racing supercars. I think my time's passed.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You never know. You never know.
Greg, thank you so much for coming down.
It's a pleasure.
Really
thank you.
appreciate your time, Murph. That's fun. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Cheers, I will.
See ya. Greg Murphy there, fan ambassador for the Velo Adelaide 500, four-time Bathurst winner, came second in the inaugural Adelaide 500 back in 1999. So nice to catch up with him. Don't forget, we are live on the Foodland Supermarkets Facebook and YouTube live stream. We'll take a quick break, and then I'll tell you what's happening down here over the weekend in terms of food and hospitality. Yum, yum, my favourites.
She's Melbourne's most connected footy journo. And each Thursday, Caroline Wilson joins Rowie and Timmy on the 5AA Sports Show. Thanks to Harvey Norman Clearance Centre. Cooking appliances, washing machines, dishwashers, TVs and more. 919 Marion Road, Marion.
Hey mate, can you help? You know, this wouldn't have happened if you had a Land Cruiser.
At Sip and Save, we want you to have a sensational time. For a chance to ride away with the Land Cruiser 300 GXL, just purchase a 4X Gold 30 pack for $52.99 and enter online to win. Enjoy more value like 1 litre bottles of Sky Vodka or Grand Scotch, just $57.99 each. You can expect more from Sip and Save. More deals, more range, more service. Prices may vary in country areas. Terms and conditions apply.
Sip and Save. There's more in store.
Over 50 and ready to dive into something amazing? This is for you. We're planning for your future with 2 new over 50s lifestyle resorts in Goolwa and Encounter Bay. With our vision for world-class facilities and endless activities, your next phase of life could deliver your best years yet with pools, gymnasiums, bowling greens and more. Visit our new display centre at 1 Banfield Road, Goolwa North, or check out lakesideresort.com.au or oceanviewresort.com.au.
Go Vita, your local health food shops. Over 30 years health and wellness experience and over 300 natural health practitioners specialising in you.
Hi, I'm Sue from Go Vita Semaphore. For the moments when life gets too hectic, try NutriVital Premium Stress and Anxiety with ashwagandha, ginseng and sacred basil. 60 tabs, now $29.95. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
Go Vita, Colonnades, Fairview Green, Marion, Mount Barker, Manopara, Semaphore and Tanunda.
Desire is in the detail with the Audi Dynamic Black Edition. Distinctive black exterior styling, metallic paint and generous appointments bring an extra degree of sophistication at an exceptional drive-away price. The Audi Q335 TFSI Dynamic Black at $62,900 or the Audi Q545 TFSI Quattro Dynamic Black at $85,900. Must end November 30. T's and C's apply. See website for details.
Australia's leading manufacturer of wheels to the mining, civil and transport industries is Rimex. And now Rimex has a local certified workshop right here in Adelaide. Wheel repairs, testing and certification, custom wheel builds and a full range of spares and accessories. Rimex. Tyre supplier to the transport and civil industries, plus the Boto range of OTR tyres. Rimex. Better wheels, built strong with proven performance. Rimex. Call 707 88527 or visit rimex.com.au.
If you've ever wondered what the extra stands for in Physio Extra, that's easy.
Extra everything. Extra time with every appointment.
Extra care with a genuine hands-on approach to healing.
Extra expertise. Extra treatment options.
Extra appointments with same-day treatments available. Extra convenient because we have 6 Physio Extra locations around Adelaide. That's right, 6.
It's the extra in Physio Extra that makes all the difference. Visit physioextra.com for your nearest location or call for a same-day appointment.
Good afternoon, passengers. Please have your boarding pass and identification ready.
Everyday items locked in at low prices for longer. There's more ways than ever to save at Foodland.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
At 10 minutes to 4 here on 5AA, the supercars have just taken to the track for their practice run ahead of racing this weekend. And yes, those eagle-eared listeners were listening well. You would have heard the cue to call, because as you know, together with Phil Hoffman Travel, we're giving you the chance to win the ultimate holiday. You'll enjoy a getaway boarding the stunning Silversea Silver Nova, the newest luxury ship as you set sail to Singapore. If you heard the sound earlier, you're already on the phone to go on the standby list. And lucky listener Lachlan in Morford Vale has made it to the standby list. So a huge congratulations to Lachlan. It's all thanks to Silversea Luxury Cruising and Phil Hoffman Travel, creating moments you'll never forget. Visit pht.com.au. If you missed out today, never fear. I have 2 more opportunities on the standby list tomorrow. And make sure you're listening to the station all across the day, because we all have standby opportunities. And before 4 o'clock, I've got a $100 voucher for Roulette's Tavern and a Wallace Cinemas family pass as well, so make sure you're listening. But joining me now, make sure you jump on the Foodland Supermarkets Facebook and YouTube live stream, is Brett Anderson, the CEO of CW Wines, who supply all the wines for the venue. Brett, how's that going? Hello.
Oh, hello, Stacey. Thanks very much for letting us come on today.
No, thank you. I've seen the signs all around the place, and so you guys are a South Australian company. You've got lots of different wineries in different regions around South Australia.
Absolutely. So CW Wines was started in 2014. It is a South Australian family-owned and operated wine business. We own the Stonehaven Winery in Pathway. However, our portfolio also includes Reschke from Coonawarra, Shield Estate from the Barossa Valley, Cape Barron from McLaren Vale, and of course the ever-popular Bone Dry Rosé.
Why is the 500 an event you wanted to be involved in? It's not an event that I think of and I automatically think of wine.
Absolutely. I think the Adelaide 500 is such an iconic South Australian event in which we really wanted to be a part of. It's a great way to get our product into 260,000 people across the weekend, and then hopefully elevate the wine experience.
And I've seen lots of signs all over the place today for a Bone Dry. I see them everywhere. Is it a new type of wine?
So Bone Dry has been around for a little bit, but it's a range of wine which, hence the name, is Bone Dry. So it's got very little sugar in it, but it's full flavour, 100% delicious. So it's a great fresh range of wines, specifically the rosé. But there's a Sauvignon Blanc, a Prosecco, a Pinot Gris, and we're just releasing a sparkling as well.
Ooh, okay. Because I've tried the rosé, I reckon.
Absolutely, fantastic.
Yeah, and I'd be interested in a bubbles.
Well, I think we might have to bring a bottle over here and have a glass to finish off the show.
That wasn't fishing, but if you're going to bring one down, no. Now, joining us as well is Shane Krebs from Gemma Group, providing the hospitality down here, a lot of the food, especially in the corporate suites, I imagine. Shane, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, it's all happening. Sorry, I am a little fashionably late.
That's okay. We expect it.
Yeah,
chefs.
Oh, you know
That's
how
what
it is. Yep. Busy being busy.
It's busy.
Yeah.
And you have had a busy day. You've had the Legends lunch. You've had the hospitality suites are pumping.
Lots.
There's food everywhere. It's
Lots going on. Some functions happening in pit lane tonight, so they're always a little bit of fun.
yeah, very cool, very cool. So the last time I spoke to you was at Live Golf.
Live Golf.
Yes.
Yeah.
How did that end up?
Oh, that was bigger than the year before, and it just gets bigger every year. So
Yeah.
you know, it's also an event to be a part of, and you know the fact that showcases Adelaide on an international level. It's just amazing,
isn't it?
Yeah. So you know, it's always good fun to be back in Adelaide. I seem to be doing more and more every year. So yeah, it's good fun. One of my favourite events on the calendar, definitely the Adelaide 500.
We've got to get him to move here, Brett.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'm sure I pay rent somewhere here.
All right, so tell me what's on for the weekend. You've got events happening back to back to back.
Yeah, absolutely. Every night there's something on, which is always good. Obviously, we've got the concerts. On Saturday, Sunday night, we've got the addition of the Speedway, the addition of motocross. So they all have catering. That's why that concerns us from a catering front. And we'll still do about 12,000 people over the course of the next 4 days. Well, 3 days left. So yeah, it's busy right from the state suite, right down to our paddock clubs and everything in between.
Yeah, and I know that when we spoke at Live, a big focus for you was local. I mean, we've got the local wines with CW Wines, but local food, local produce. Is it the same sort of focus here at the 500?
Yeah, absolutely. It's different challenges, different time of the year.
Yeah.
But we love coming to Adelaide, and for a state that is so proud of everything it produces. It's such a pleasure and such a great time.
We are parochial.
Well, you are a little bit proud, which is nice.
It is.
Which is nice. Not every state has that, and not every state can claim it either. But to come in and just to know that everything's just at its peak now, whether it's strawberries or whatever the case may be, and it's all, I've got some amazing prawns that are, like jumbo Australian, South Australian prawns, and they're absolutely brilliant. But even to walk in the shops and go, listen, all the strawberries are South Australian, and they're all the best of the bunch. So really, really cool to be, to do that. And then, I'm lucky. I'm doing a collaboration with Anna Polivu. So she's joined us for this weekend, doing some extra little special things that we'll keep up our sleeve.
Come on, you can tell us.
We don't. We got a little bit of sample, obviously, you know me, Stacey, I wouldn't come in empty-handed.
No, you know me.
And I know you love your food, so that's just a little sample. But yeah, a bit of fun that Anna will help bring to the event. So we're super excited to have her, and just a little another dimension to the weekend.
Oh, amazing! Thank you so much. We've got to wrap up, but quickly before we go, what is this?
Anna, this is actually a little chocolate brownie, but this is. Yeah, but this is Anna's version of it, not something you'd expect.
Oh, beautiful. I'm going to try it. Thank you so much to both of you for coming down. Shane, Brett, really appreciate your time.
Thank you. Always good to see you.
Enjoy the big weekend ahead.
Cheers.
Thank you for taking the time. Thank you to everyone for your calls and your texts today. Don't forget to stay listening. Rowie and Timmy G are on with you after 4, and I'm going to turn my mic off so I can eat this delicious brownie. See you tomorrow.
The passing of someone close places unique stress on family and friends. At this time, Farrell and O'Neill Funerals are here to provide reassurance